JD, thanks for joining us. Maybe just start by telling everyone who you are and what you do and where you work.
Excellent. All right, my name is JD Carter. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for PrinterLogic.
And what does PrinterLogic do?
We're known for our mantra of eliminating print servers. Really what we do is we eliminate the need for Microsoft print servers in an environment, and we create a centrally managed direct IP print environment.
So IGEL is one of your big partners. You've got a well-developed relationship with them. You've worked with a lot of businesses. Talk to me a little bit about the partnership, if you would.
So the partnership actually started in a very organic place. So as we are dealing with our customer base, a lot of our customers are using VDI. And as they're doing so, we happen to notice that a lot of them were starting to integrate with or utilize the IGEL clients. And as we started to move forward, we started to see some synergies between the two companies and what we're trying to do, and the disruptive technologies that we're each bringing to the marketplace. As we started to do some deals together and work with each other, we said, well, why don't we make this an official partnership, start to move it forward and have a true integration between the two solutions.
So what's the integration and what's the benefit to one of your collective customers?
That's a great question. So the integration that we have is our client is actually available through the UMS. And what that does is that allows us to install printers actually on those thin clients, so that as we're creating our centrally managed direct IP environment, we can do that not only from FAT clients, but we can also do that from the IGEL thin client natively.
So explain that to me, if you would. So I buy IGEL, I buy a whole bunch of UD pockets. My people out there in the field plug them into whatever the heck machine it is. And where does PrinterLogic jump into that? How do you help them connect to whatever printers they've got wherever they are?
What we do is we have an admin console that can either be installed on-premise or delivered via our SaaS product. What that does is that will speak to the PrinterLogic client that is being installed via the UMS, and it will create the deployment assignments for the printer. So it looks at, says, all right, who is logged in? What rights should they have? What printer should they have based upon user or location, physical location of the user? And once that's been determined, those printers will then be installed for them. And at that point, they're able to print automatically direct to the printer. It's all done in the background silently for you via the client.
Where's the need and where's the biggest application for this from a client perspective? So one of the observations I have is there's a lot of people coming now with more different types of devices, a much more mobile environment in everyone's workforce. You've got young people coming in whose main device is their phone in many cases, Android or iOS, not Windows. And so where does the combination of PrinterLogic and IGEL help them?
So really what we see from our side, from the PrinterLogic side, is with the digital transformation of the workplace, we're seeing exactly what you described. People wanting to use different types of devices, bringing different types of devices onto the network. And not only are they bringing different types of devices onto the network, the environments with which they're printing towards are heterogeneous environments. You might have HP printers, Xerox, different brands. So what PrinterLogic does is it gives you the ability to print from any of those devices, whether it be a FAT client, Windows, Mac, Linux, or from a thin client like an IGEL client, even from mobile devices such as iOS, Android, or Chrome. And then we can take that and print to any manufacturer across the board.
Wow, that's fantastic. What's unique about IGEL as you see it? You're out there in the industry, you're at VMworld today.
I think IGEL really has a unique view of where the industry is moving, right? The way that they're approaching being able to deliver a uniform, secure experience to the end user, I think is a unique thing that they're doing. I look at the way that the young people are coming up now. I have kids, and I look at what their experience looks like. So right now, my son, who's in middle school, his entire experience is all of the applications that he needs are being delivered via a browser. I think that's where it's going. And so I think IGEL is positioning themselves in a unique way to be able to deliver that type of experience to end users, of saying whether they are applications that are being hosted in SaaS, everything's moving towards the browser, so we need to deliver a really lightweight, secure platform to deliver that browser to the end user. One of the trends that we're seeing in end user computing is outsourcing. And one of the places that we really help and shine is with the managed service providers. The ability to eliminate the infrastructure from their customers in the form of print servers, but then also offering up the service of managing the print within their environment. The drivers, delivering those to the right users at the right time, being able to track what's happening within the print environment, and that type of thing. So I think that's another area in end user compute where we're seeing some opportunities for us to help drive innovation within the managed service provider community.
And do you think printing is going to go away? You know, where is paper going? Trees.
I think the utopian dream is to go to a paperless society, right? Like save the trees, save all of those things. I definitely think we're a ways out on that. There are going to be business critical functions that will always require paper, right? At least in the near term. And so what we're seeing is that even though there is a reduction in the amount of print happening, when it is happening, it is very business critical. And so making sure that the end users have the ability to print and it's not slowing down the speed of business is very important. And so we've seen in customer environments where, for example in healthcare, where printing has gone down and they haven't been able to discharge patients for hours at a time. You can imagine what that does not only to the clinical side of things, but to the patient care side. It's very critical that they have stable systems that allow them to print and discharge patients when they need to.
Fantastic. JD, thanks for being with us today.